So I just got those, and look at this right there, and also right here as well, damaged on arrival, and on the bottoms. Unbelievable. Look how dirty they get from one use. Oh, the camera is on. Just putting my hat on. Alright, let's get started. So what we have here today is the Air Max Nike Air Max 95, 97, 98, that's not 97, 97 special edition versus the regular edition. Let's open it up and check it out. Oh, wow. This is just cool. Ooh, it smells good too. Hoo-hoo. I like it. And that is something I don't like. All this fancy looking Nikes. You gotta get rid of this, man. Welcome to the 24th century, and they still have this junk inside this thing, which is really hard to get out. Anyways, apart from that, that's a disappointment right there. So you get a brand new shoe and it's defective right from the box. Unbelievable. I'll show you in a second what I mean by this. Anyways, if you get a good copy, I don't know, this thing is kind of cool looking. The lines are interesting, but there is something fishy about this thing. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of this Nike shoe, but I want to see if you can get those things out of here. Oh, this is fancy looking. Look at this. First time I ever saw anything like it. They put some time into creating this. Now, don't forget to remove the sticker, or that thing ends up on your foot or something. And inside, you can see the cross stitching, where they stitched the whole shoe to the bottom of this thing. It's like, this thing is funky looking. It's like funny looking shoe. I'm never a fan of the Nikes. It's just interesting. Now it has a bunch of air bubbles right underneath here. This thing doesn't even bend. This thing is like a piece of rock. You can like slap somebody with this thing and you're gonna knock them out. It doesn't even move. It's like a rock. On the bottom, this is cool. It's like a button on it. You can just keep on pressing on it. And it has tractions all the way at the top here too. Let's go ahead and zoom in and check it out. So zooming in, you can kind of see the whole thing, and I don't know if you can see this, but it was like right there, right out of the box, damaged on arrival. A little bit right here too. It seems like there was a little bit of imperfection in those shoes right out of the box. This is supposedly new. And you can see right here the stitching just doesn't align in the actual shoe itself. It does have a lot of like fake leather and imitation kind of stuff to this. A lot of man-made material with the PU, which is the fake vegan friendly leather all around. I got a lot of shock absorbers over here and plenty more over here as well in different kind of colors, which probably represent the rainbow. which I'm thinking that's what they're going for, the theme over here. And right there as well. The shoe in itself is not as fancy as the 95. It looks dope from far away. As you get closer to this, you're probably thinking, what in the world did I just do? This thing, there's just no way. There's just no way this thing is worth anywhere close to 150 bucks. No way. It just doesn't have the material in here. I don't care about the looks. Looks aside, this thing is not even fancy looking. I just don't like it. For the price comparison, maybe it's just the gray depressing color to it that I'm not really fond of, but overall it's not a bad shoe. By default, the design right here, this is kind of cool looking. There's a bunch of cool things in this shoe that is impressive, but yet I'm just not feeling it. So what do you think? Would you be getting something like this for yourself? Looks like something like a clown would actually be wearing. Looks like super wide, super long, and then it is just chic right there. You can see how it compresses all the way right here, and the feet is probably gonna hurt like hell to put this on. Let's go ahead, put this on, and see how it feels on the on feet test. Woohoo! I don't know. It kind of look good. They kind of look not this bad. On the feet, looks different than in person. And they are tight. Definitely tight. I wasn't expecting it. It was hard, a little hard to put them on, but once they're inside, they don't feel this bad. One thing I do like about the Nike, this specific shoe has so much cushion on it. If you're going to be playing basketball or running with them, it's going to give you the traction you want. So let's go see and do a few tests with them. Does not bend too good. It does bend, but it's hard, really hard to bend this. Not a fan. If you need flexibility, be careful. Really be careful with those shoes. Also, if you're going to be doing hiking or walking with those are dangerous shoes. Right here you can see they're not really made for that. They're really made for running probably in a straight line, I would say. So be utmost careful now. Let's do the jumping test and see how they jump. That's great. I tell you, I tested so many shoes, and those shoes, I feel nothing. No shock whatsoever. If you're a wannabe Michael Jordan, those shoes are dope. If you want to hike with those, forget it. This is not for you. The 97 is so much better in terms of sports but in terms of the 95, I think the 95 is just more fancy. I have tried both of them, and it is a take with the shoes. The walking with them, I don't know. I'm kind of like torn. It's not a bad shoe overall. The style is okay, but if you have to get something for the price, I would wait. It's just way too expensive for what it is. How much would I be willing to pay for this? Probably no more than 50 bucks. Seriously, I'm not sold on them. There's something about them I just don't like. And I have no idea what it is. I just don't like it. But aside from my personal taste, I would give this 7 out of 10 because the styling just sucks. And the fact that if you get a bad version, I hate the stitching right there. I don't know why they put it here, but you can kind of see like it's falling apart. And it's gonna fall apart over there. I think it's just when they made those shoes, they made a mistake. And they shouldn't have did that right in that area. It's just so obvious that the stitching is right in here, right over here. It just doesn't look good. So it's a little hard to figure out if this is gonna be the shoe for you. But if you're gonna be buying those and on the fence, I would just wait. So overall, the only thing to get a 10 star on is the jumping test. If you're going to be playing basketball with those, doing some running sports, the cushioning is pretty amazing. The style, the looks, I would just maybe get another different style. And if you're at the 97s, this is probably special edition version. It is really special. Not necessarily in a good way. You can see the bottoms right here, in case you're interested to see how they look like. And in the back as well. Make up your mind, decide what if you're gonna get this. Is my criticism fair or not? Make sure to mention it and let me know right down below. Are you getting a pair of those weird looking shoes? Let me know below as well. If you think I overdid it with criticism, well, comment and post below. And smash the thumbs up button if you want to see any more shoe review videos. Let's do that Michael Jackson walk. Oh yeah, these things are perfect for the moonwalk. Woohoo! The moonwalk. This is perfect shoe for that for sure.